Kentucky ready to go toe meets leather and start this game. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Tennessee's offense will take the first swing of the game. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, us talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
Offense gets set for second down. They'll run it from the gun. Got enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. They'll go 5 wide on 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Knocks it out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that before a short gain. And the Volunteers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Catching straight inside the 15. Touchdown, Volunteer. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell a quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
He'll start the return inside the spot. So Kentucky's offense will go to work for the first time today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And there has to be too many turnovers for this quarterback.
They just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. There's the pressure. He's going to take off. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. So here is the Tennessee offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking downfield on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Right on the money. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Vols will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Going to try to get it himself. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
All right, defensive ends, you've got to do a better job not getting too far up the field on these pass rush situations. You've got to be able to retrace. You can get to the level of the quarterback, then you've got to slow yourself down under control. It's making it way too easy on this QB to know, hey, when these guys get upfield too much and there's a lane, I'm taking off. It's just too...
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
This guy's been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the 3rd game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Texas Tech was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in Lubbock. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been Red Raider Nation, who will enjoy this win. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Caught in the backfield, it's high. They'll stop him short of the first down, and the screen didn't quite convert. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
shotgun, a handoff to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Vols come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Looking to throw for it. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Vols! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Off the play fake on first down. Got it behind the line. It's high. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Wildcats, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for a crease. It's high. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the touchdown, Volunteer. He got a step and just dusted the field.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They have been bludgeoned right out of the gate in this one now to try to find their footing and get back in this game. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option play.
Bringing the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Short gain on the play before he slides.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force the scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making them think really quickly and make a decision.
In the gun, looking to throw on third down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to
when you see that motion. So everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of his spot.
Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Cooler 18! Cooler 18! Line trumpet!
That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They're going to run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just step it up. And they did a really nice job on first down.
Sneaks it in.
I tell you what, I'm not picking a team unless...
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Kentucky has it back in the big... Offense takes the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited.
Turning it on! Now they've got a little room going to get their own to the 28 with the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Davis. Gets it out to the 30 line after picking up 10 on that one. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and of being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Power football with the run. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter and space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
He's got it. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Lost a throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff.
So here is the Tennessee offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback.
There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And obviously this offense has had their way getting the huge lead, and now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed, so much skill. At running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Volunteers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Using the quick game. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gassed.
Caught in the backfield. It's Canty. Trying to get it in. Touchdown ball! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is... Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. The give to the back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. And the Volunteers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on 2nd down. Buys a little time with his feet. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
He's going to run it. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Vols are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's James. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. And the Vols are moving quickly down the field. He'll pull it down. That's caught. It's James. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. The Volunteers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all over the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very different than this stuff.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw.
Trying to run the way. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Volunteers. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8.
Base 27 jump. Base 27.
To the ground with the back. Found a little space. He'll pick up 6 of the 14 as they have room to operate. And the Volunteers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. A big, explosive play by this offense. And if you want to control the fourth quarter, might as well go in with momentum like that. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Vols in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they want today, take care of business. And this is an offense that I think is going to continue to grow.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And the Vols with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the middle. Can't hang on. It's incomplete, and you can't worry about the footsteps when you're running those crossing routes. It'll be third down. Offense in an empty set. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Tennessee! And they take... They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Wheeler. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And now after getting knocked back, they'll try it again, this time from the 5 on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown ball. They tackle him. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Got out of zone throws. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
It's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing at the end.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Volunteers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. From the gun on third down. Pulls it in. On the move at the 30. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. And the Volunteers getting set on first and 10. He'll pull it down and run. Breaks into the open. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance to defend. He wants to change this route. Floating away.
For this quarterback, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. You can't take sacks at this juncture. And I know that the play gets thrown off, the timing's off, and you're forced to roll out. But if nobody's open, either run the ball, get what you can, get out of bounds,